What's good, everybody? Next we're back with some more World of Warships Legends. Today we have the Jaguar. This is the tier 4 French destroyer, and we're really just going over some tactics this video. Guess maybe we'll just do a series of tactics videos. This boat I'm running with Violet. It is a highly detectable ship. 5.8. 38.3 with 4.5 second rudder shift. The torpedoes go 7 kilometers and they're pretty slow, 59 knots. The guns, 10.9 kilometer range with a 6.6 second reload, and just under 16,000 hit points. These ships are pretty well armored for destroyer one-on-one fights. The real tricky part of this is actually the build. So incoming, we're running quick fix, so when we do get hit, it'll do less damage, especially if it's HE. Going all out, so your detection is reduced by 20% when I pop my engine boost. So you saw it was 5.8. Yeah, that goes down to 4.6, right? This is incoming dispersion and shell grouping for your guns. It does come at the cost of HP. I also like stand or fall on this build. Sidestep, more range, and incoming fire dispersion. So it makes it so it's harder for you to get hit. You're going to be driving. There's no smoke. It's open water ship. Rather be torching. It's hit or miss. It's supposed to give you higher fire chance, but I don't like it. But I also really don't like unstoppable. So whatever. I would say switch to unstoppable. There were a couple of kills I might have gotten this match if I wasn't running this, because I would have just hit the destroyers harder. So for intents and purposes, we'll switch it over to this one. We are running blue and VN. So this is speed and incoming fire dispersion. So harder to hit, and I'm faster. So a fast moving target that's harder to hit. And Violet's inspiration is I disappear. So when you shoot your guns, after firing, your detection, when this is maxed out, is just 15 seconds, when other ships will be at 20 seconds. So 20 seconds of being spotted versus, I think I'm at about 16 or 15 and change, whatever. Pretty close, right? Alright, so we're going to see how this runs. So like any 5v5 destroyer match, these little interactions happen real early, right? So it's just a shootout between destroyer and destroyer. He pops smoke. There's a Farragut right there. So there's a Farragut. Mind you, you see my concealment? 4.6. The Isokaze, even if he's running double concealment, is probably 4.4, 4.3. But either way, I think he's probably closer to my concealment, but I'm faster than he is. So everybody ran and shot torpedoes where that destroyer was going. I shot torpedoes where I know this Farragut wanted to go, and where I would go. Alright, so I don't have smoke, but I'm using the Isokaze's smoke. Alright, if I'm not spotted, I can shoot. That's one torpedo. Now it's time to find the Isokaze before he drives away somewhere. I don't have twist and track, so I need to just stay on his tail before he gets to go anywhere. The Clemson that's with me was able to spot him, but he looks like he might be trying to torp him or something. So Either way, it doesn't matter. I still have my engine boost for 29 more seconds, so I'm going to be at 4.6 detection for 29 more seconds, and I'm doing 44 knots. I'll be able to catch up to this. Yep, there he is. He spotted me, so he has just a few seconds before I catch up to him. And look at that. That's 2 gone. So we were able to use an enemy's smoke because we don't have our own smoke. You have to use what you have, right? Now, jumping forward a little bit, we have the rest of the enemy team is all still at C cap. Ideally, they would be at this point moving towards us, right? So that must be where they're coming. It's a matter of seeing where they go first. And the Hawkins is spotted, but there's still 3 more destroyers. Oh, that's 1. I don't have an angle yet, but this is why it's good to have range, especially when you are a ship without smoke, right? You don't have the ability, you don't have that luxury. I'm shooting in open water and I wasn't spotted. That's because there's islands here. Now I see this Kaiser coming up. There's a destroyer that's spotting him for me and for the team. So if I go in reverse a little bit, I'll have this little bit of island that's right there. It doesn't look like much, not that piece that we can see, but when we zoom out a little bit, you see the white houses. In a second, that'll be enough to cover my ship. So on the horizon I can see him because he's getting spotted by an allied destroyer, but he can't see me in order to shoot back, and I'm in open water, right? Now they are still capping our base, and I don't have an angle over there, but there are a number of allied ships over there. I don't quite know what is going on. That guy needs to get knocked out already. And this guy suicide torps the Kaiser. Did it pay off? Okay, it paid off. But he also got killed. So a single destroyer for a battleship in this, I guess, but it's still a little early. I switched to AP to see if I can put some holes in the Emerald. It's some substantial chunks. I think we get what, like 700 a couple times on them. Yep, 759, 230, and just 2 deflections. 1 overpen, which tells you this boat can citadel cruisers from range. Those 2 were a little too early, so they're gonna hit the island. If you look at the place where I'm aiming, you'll see the islands if it's gonna hit something on the way there. Now this T-22 is suicide rushing this battleship. Now this is one of those moments where that little extra 7% of damage would have been nice. I didn't account for his drift. He was coming towards me, but if I would have had that extra 7%, I would have done a little bit more damage quicker. But it still hurts all the same, and I can take his damage way better than he can dish it out in this situation. My boat is more built for this engagement. Now we knock him out. Somebody somewhere is probably gonna tell me I should have AP'd him because he was broadside. I've had tricky results with that, so I don't tend to want to AP a destroyer unless it's a kid. So now we have the V170. Again, moment that if, yeah, you know, whatever. But you see him, open water, shootout. There's a cruiser somewhere behind me on the right, and there's this ship that was able to disengage right here. Still spotted me because I shot and my detection with the range. But you see how quickly my detection from shooting went away. another ship would still be sitting there for those 4 or 5 seconds. That cruiser might have been able to get a better shot at me. So now we're just trying to see if we can scratch the paint. And no. But that's alright. I'm located. And I'm pretty I don't know if it's the Hawkins or the battleship, but somebody's running it. Now the remainder of this match is literally just trying to not lose. The entire thing rests on, one, they have this cap. Two, the cruiser on my team is like he's almost dead. He has no health. That battleship has full health, and I have no idea what that destroyer is gonna do. That Yahagi, no health. So what we're gonna do is protect the cap, see what we can do to present enough of a threat. I'm just about one salvo for that Pyotr Velikiy. If he gets a solid broadside hit on me, he might be able to one-shot me, right? But we have to get this cap. We got the cap. Now if you look at the points, we're up just barely 60 points, right? We're starting to pull away a little bit, but if they kill the cruiser, we lose points and they gain points, which could easily flip this match in their favor. And there's still, what, 2.5 minutes left. And it looks like the destroyer is doing some risky business. We're winning right now. He doesn't need to be over there at all. At all. He's got a battleship and a cruiser over there, and he goes down. So that was that one-shot business I was talking about. So we're getting these defender ribbons. I'm also trying to make sure that them trying to come towards the Yahagi is a uncomfortable thing. I can't necessarily fully stop them, but and here we're going to try to reset the cap, because look at the points. They killed the destroyer and that got them that close. And we were able to reset the cap, which was critical, because in a moment like this, it's all about time. It's how much time. So this is literally, that Yahagi needs to stop shooting at them, you know, because if he gets spotted, all it is one shot and we lose. We're literally that close. So we get the cap, and that pretty much is the nail in the coffin right there. So long as they don't shoot that guy, because I still... Alright. Good stuff. Now, if you like that, go ahead and hit the like. If you didn't like it, that's cool too. Go ahead and hit the like. Subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell. We're getting back into the swing of just straight up tactics videos and showcasing all sorts of different viewpoints on some of these ships. And if you like that idea,